We'll stream a little more. Of course we will stream a little more. So let's go back to it. Should probably introduce some kind of music here. Alright, so where were we? Well, we definitely lost pole position to Dark Current FF and Tabai after we lost against Hammer by TFF. Finance wise, doesn't look good either. But, well, it's a bit softer than last season, so I'm probably happy with that. We might just recover from this. And to everyone joining, welcome. So, what are we gonna do about the performance of the last game? Probably give the players some feedback. Might give out some additional contracts. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. He conceded 2 goals. That's one too much for my taste. And that cost us the game. So we should at least talk to him about it. I don't think that's good enough. Oh, it happens too much. Well, probably back down here. He didn't play that badly. What about him? 6.5. That isn't enough for an official warning for some reason. Is there anything that's especially bad about his performance? Well, passing has been mediocre, but nothing to talk about here. How's he doing? Passing's not good. Heading is good though. Performance wasn't great, but we'll praise him for his heading anyway. Yeah. And we might criticize him for the defensive performance, maybe. No tackles won, only 3 interceptions. That's not good. We conceded 2 goals after all, and with a 6.6, he might accept it. Yeah, he did. So, morale-wise, that was a good set of talks. Flackguard is still annoyed due to the fact that we sold him Boop earlier this season. So, I don't think we should talk to him about anything, simply because his morale won't change much. Well, it might change the downwards trajectory, so no. Let's not do that. How has Farad been doing? Didn't create any chances, tackling was fine, heading not so much, interceptions are great. So we'll criticize him for the attacking performance. He didn't create much, and as a wingback, that's part of his job. Where is it? Not directness, creativeness. Let's go back to that for a second. So the amount of interceptions isn't bad. Thing is, I'm not sure if I should celebrate his defensive performance, given that we conceded 2 goals. hard decision. With a 6.7 rating, probably not. He might not accept that. Svensson. Svensson played as a defensive midfielder and obviously didn't do his job, given the amount of goals we conceded. With a 6.6, not much interceptions. The tackling was fine. Heading was fine too. He just didn't get into position to avoid conceding. So while I can't specifically blame him, we might try it. Well, we can't. Maybe criticize him for the lack of chances created. He's a midfielder after all. High split biff. Who's Michael Hager? Okay. The one at Strindheim. It's a Norwegian. He's an amateur. Interesting. Think he'll come to us for a trial. Because strength-wise and first touch-wise, that looks fine. Passing's a bit. But I'll try a trial. 23 years old. All right. Yeah, that's a lot of different clubs. Kongsvinger. That's Norwegian First Division. Oh, I see. Well, he certainly didn't make an appearance there, but Ixcog is that's your team. All right. Cool. Well, the thing that's more convincing for me in this case actually is the fact that he has a decent average rating, playing for one of the clubs. So this looks fine. 23 games, 13 goals, 2 assists. That's all right to me. That said, Norwegian third division isn't bad. It's actually it's pretty close. So level of playing might be similar. Let's see. If he comes in for a trial, that's certainly a possibility. Keep in mind that the ability and potential. I don't know. Maybe you signed him in your save, right? Is that the way it is? So in most cases, ability and potential are randomized, if I'm not mistaken, within a certain window. Is that another recommendation? Let's have a look if this guy is around. Yeah. Yeah, we won't be able to pay that guy. He's on a 500 per week contract. And what's the problem here? Here's the history. Well, looks fine too. But yeah, we won't be able to afford that guy. That's just impossible for us. I don't think he wants to leave either. So they rejected the bid here. How much does scouting cost? 600 euros. Problem is the following. While I'm generally interested in the player. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm generally speaking, I'm interested in the player from what I see here. Um, Thing is, we have a striker, and I'm reluctant to place someone else on the team. Well, a second striker, given that we're playing with one, and look at that guy. He signed as an important player, with just in the process of prolonging his contract for a mere 40 euros per week. So and so far he's performed. I mean, 6 games, 5 goals. Yeah, true. Of course. Um, but I definitely, for the time being, I don't want to replace this guy, Al Holmström, and I've got no affiliation with any of these players in real life. I'm just looking at Football Manager stuff here. Bergman, for example, is a bit weak on the technical side. Yeah. Yeah, I just mentioned that because for a lot of people that play Football Manager, um, it's also somewhat related to what I know in real life. I don't know. I'm a fan of XYZ, and therefore I want to sign those players in Football Manager, and that's fine. That's all right. On the other hand, it may not be what's appropriate for a save. Depends a lot. But the recommendations are definitely interesting. And as you have seen, one's on 500 a week. So I won't sign that guy just because he's too expensive. I won't be able to do that. The other one is on an amateur contract. I could go for... Let's go back. He didn't want to come in for a trial? Yeah, why not? Sure. Where is it? That bid was rejected. But what we can do... So there's no guarantee that he's in any way interested in signing for us. I've not long joined my club. So I would have tried to sign him anyway, just for the fun of it, because as an amateur, it's not like we pay anything for it. If he agrees to an acceptable contract, you can't just sign him blindly. I mean, for a few euros a week, I would certainly be willing to go with the gamble. Yeah. So I'm not sure if you were around for the last stream. I think not, right? People usually have jobs, but we changed some of the contracts to keep hold on of some of the players. So that's for Nila Fersel and Oliver Svan, both for cheap. There was someone else that wanted too much money for my taste. I think it was Ekman. And I'm trying to build the squad around existing players, considering the performance this season was more than expected. So I hope they get some experience, and we might still be able to get rid of them after 2025 or something. Yeah. But there's a few players who have contracts that end in 2024. Some of them we will not renew for sure. And I will need to get through this mess of contract talks at some point, probably sooner rather than later. So yeah, that's something. I'll deal with the press conference, and maybe we can have one additional talk contract wise with one of those, or have a look at those. So I don't know, how's Fleckard doing? Definitely, yeah. We'll rest him. Definitely. Sure, I'm very excited. I just told you about it. Yes, I think so. Well, relegation shouldn't be a problem this season. We basically are halfway there, even though we lost the last game. But for now, I'm confident, I think. I think August Tillander could really use some strength. More first-term opportunities. He played 6 games. Press is weird. How many games did we play this season? 8. He played 6 out of 8. Will he get more first-team appearances? These press people. At least here. I don't know if they are similar in real life, but probably some are. So, how have you been doing, Split Div? Anything new to report? All good? Nice to hear that. That's great. That's one of our staff members. Well, okay. Let him study. There's another 696 euros gone. But, well. Theo Lind. That's not a good training performance. Despite that, he's improved in some... well... This Vikström guy here, he continues to perform like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think he comes up every week because he trained well and he's fairly sporting as a personality. It doesn't make any sense. And there's also red arrows in between here. Not sure what's going on there. Well, Gustav Ostrom. Oh. Potential or not potential, he has to realize realize that potential at some point. And you? We just want you gone. I mean, he won't be able to make it here. He is open to speaking to other clubs. Cool. Go do that. Please, please, please go away. Yeah, contract-wise, I wanted to have a look at another contract. So, you got any favorite player in this team so far? Someone we should have a look at if contract is fine and stuff. Any priority? DM. Good call. Good call. But I expect you're not talking about Svensson. Svensson is the guy on loan. You're probably referring to Marcus Esserson, right? Actually, yeah, well noticed. True. So we got a contract extension here. He will play for another €6 per week. But let's have a look at training progress first and foremost. All time. Don't care. Let's go to ball winning midfielder. Okay. So he hasn't been improving that much. But suitability for his role has certainly increased. If we look at that, he basically lost points in everything else. But his suitability as a ball-winning midfielder went up. And for a ball-winning midfielder, especially with young players that are not yet at the end of their physical, they're not at the peak of their physical ability yet. Look at that strength. He's 21. He might be able to hit 13 or 14, even with lower league stuff. For a defensive, for a ball-winning midfielder, that's great. Yeah. So even though I don't know if he's reached his peak overall or not, he'll probably be. Well, it's a good idea to keep him around. I agree with that. If that was your intent, that is. Also, weakness-wise, there's not a single attribute here that's really weak that he requires. So, what do we do? First of all, there's a contract extension. There's no use in not using that one. So, let's trigger that immediately. Now he's bound to us till 2025. That's the first thing. And the next thing is, given that he's more or less our primary player in that position, we might want to extend the contract for an additional time till 2026. Is it already through? Not sure. Where is he? Yeah. So contract's extended. I called these an adhesion contract. The only thing missing is an injury release clause here, and it would be basically the most horrible contract for the player that could ever exist. But performance-wise, I'm fine with that. For that wage, great. So let's have a look if he's willing to sign another contract. Maybe even as a... Well, he's certainly a regular starter for us. Yeah, he's a regular starter. I wouldn't want to promise that, because maybe we sign someone who does this job better. Squad? You say squad, okay. Squad player at least, yeah. I don't like to go with impact sub, because that at least that's how I understand it, and they expect to be subbed in, and that's very specific. It has a lack of flexibility. So a squad player is fine, yeah. I'll go with squad player. He doesn't like that. He wants to be regular starter. Okay. Have your regular starter. Below. This is great. This guy must have ambition 1 and a loyalty 20, which obviously isn't true. So we'll pay him an additional €1 per week, which he didn't even want in the first place. Reduce this loyalty bonus. Get rid of that stuff, not that it matters. And we'll put in a contract extension after 15 league games. Another optional contract extension. And a relegation wage drop of a mere 50% because he's got that in his old contract too. Anything else? Injury release clause. Let's just be really diabolical about it and just have a look. Oh man, this is the pinnacle of management. It's a reasonable start, he thinks. Great. So yeah, keep your yearly wage raise. Well, a 5% of €6, so that's basically nothing. I honestly, I have no idea what happens in that case. Does it go up €1 or something like that? May well be. So no, we can't afford that. Definitely not. So maybe we skip the injury release clause after all, because he can be injured all he wants with that amount of money. Yeah. That's all fine. Fantastic. So there's my this is my official thank you to you. I probably would have forgotten about him. Yeah, that deal is even if we do absolutely nothing with him, with these clauses, we might also be able to push an additional a future fee if someone pays us for his services at some point. Or I don't know, maybe someone comes around and wants to sign him, is unwilling to pay a good fee, so we're just gonna extend his contract. Doesn't matter. He's stuck to us. Yeah, thanks. So now he's bound till 2026 with options till 2027 or 2028. I think that's probably enough. At that time, we will hopefully have left this league behind us. Okay, let's give him some time on the pitch. That's for sure. And maybe have a look at the opponent first. What's this? This is weird. I don't know what to do about this. Yeah, true, but okay. So we can probably let's have a look at the manager first. Control possession. So basically, they want control possession in their half of the game. No. They will probably push up with these. So if everyone here pushes up to the same degree, either these two have to go to the inside, or there's some sort of congestion out here. Fast striker, rather strong, no good off the ball movement. Probably able to outmuscle us from time to time defensively. Even though ours are not bad. He's left-footed, so he cuts inside probably. And he's right-footed. Yeah, okay. So they will probably cut inside both. Which means we have to show them on their weaker feet to force them to the outside. This scenario here. Okay. That can basically work in both of our formations, right? because even though we're working with inverted wingers, it basically means that defensively they are potentially overloaded, be it due to the inverted wingers cutting inside, so it's 3 versus 3, they're 3 center backs, or be it due to midfielders committing to attack. So if they overcommit, that's a problem for them. On the other hand, defensively speaking, we got a defensive midfielder and, 2 central defenders against a lone striker. So they have to commit in midfield if they want to create anything. We could even go back with Talander and Bergman and help on the defensive TOD. Okay, enough theory. So Fleckard has been doing greatly, not really. He's been doing so-so. How's training? Noguma doesn't want to play as it seems. Okay. So we'll go with Wickberg. And Fleckard, have you been training well? Not really. So let's put him on the bench at least. What do we have here? Talander. How many minutes is that? Right back. They're both mediocre, I think. But I can certainly have a look if you want me to. Sure. I mean, to be realistic about it, most of these players may be under contract here, or I don't know. Yeah. They might have a different ability and potential. Johan Olsen. Okay. At Kongsberg, right? Well, at least here he is. Yeah, made 4 appearances there. 25 years old. He's quite fast. Not too strong. And an amateur too. Okay. Let's try offering him a trial. Maybe he's willing to. Seriously? That's funny. Well, it's a small place, right? Well, okay. So... while our performances have been depending on Holmström, at least a little bit. I mean, 5 goals in 6 games certainly speak for themselves. He's quite vulnerable, if not in terms of a medical assessment, then certainly in terms of match load. Funny thing is, 182 minutes count as 3 matches in this case, so match load has been heavy for 2 minutes. That's how Football Manager works. What are we gonna do about it? Probably sit him on the bench. If he's not needed, that's fine. If he's needed, we'll see what he can do. And in case of Talander, I'm not sure. I think a right winger is actually a priority replacement. Left-footed inverted winger to the right. Because Dobrev, just look at that average rating. I mean, he's had 3 appearances, yes, but that's not good. And I don't think he will adapt to the league. He's not improving either. It's a typical case of maybe a loan, but honestly, I'm not willing to go there and sign a contract for this guy. So we might be in for a replacement for, well, a backup, that is, for August Talander. But not for now. Not today. more medium term. So let's give Dobrev another chance. Just this one. I don't think we need Svensson on the bench. We can put Tillander on the bench though. And Forsell is on heavy duty so far. So this is fine. Remember at the start of the season when we tried to get rid of Auberg and get a loan fee for him? Turns out he does make his appearances after all. I mean, average rating of 6.9 isn't too bad for something for someone we considered potentially too bad for the squad. That's okay. All good. Well, we got no left back on the bench. Are we going with Farah? Probably, yeah. We might want to look into happiness later on in dynamics. Don't want to forget someone's playing time. And usually, if they start once they start complaining, it's too late. All right. So it's at home. Problem is for me from time to time. I would like to be more aggressive about it and demand stuff, but I don't know. This squad, he doesn't react. It doesn't react well to pressure in general. If I say I want to see a good performance, I expect a negative reaction here. Or at least partially. So I won't do that. Not for now, at least. Yeah, kick it off. Why is it always the opponent that gets the nice kids? We have to play in that wonderful orange. Well, that went into nothing. I skipped opposition instructions, did I? Okay, let's have a look. So, close these down immediately, always. These two have to be shown onto the weaker foot, as we said earlier. And for the rest of it here, I'm not sure. I don't want to open up too much space. Yeah, that's as expected. Same. He is really weak, strength-wise. Bravery isn't too great either. Well, we didn't give away a lot of cards this season, so let's go in hard. Let's see how it turns out. And the same for this guy. We'll probably need to switch one of our wingbacks at some point. And, well, there's no replacement for Farah, so this is certainly a risky decision to some degree, but I want these guys to be stopped at all cost. Looks like he's dropping deep too, but there's no strike partner for him. And if I look at this, I mean, Son is covering the space right now, but I wonder if it wouldn't be a good idea to actually have him stick to the man in this case. Just stick to the striker and make sure that well, man mark him out of the game basically. I'm not sure if that works here. Yeah, it was an offside. Okay, let's try this. Might go badly, but how's his I mean, the marking and the positioning and concentration aren't that bad. As long as he's annoying him. Okay, why? Because the two defensive midfielders, what are they gonna do? I mean, they're creating well, there's space between them, right? Not a bad shot. Or are you more concerned about the overlaps? But I don't see why 4-2-3-1 would influence that. Also, it's like 6 minutes into the game, right? Okay. Also for 4-2-3-1, just to get that back into the head. While I'm not opposed to the idea, our box-to-box midfielder, it's Aberg on. True. But do we have to change formation to get that fixed? Not really, right? What we can do is... Well, Swan's already on attacking duty. And congestion of the midfield is important to us. So not doing much. I mean, it also means they can't do much there, right? In terms of constructive build-up. Remember, they are trying to control possession probably. In the Arberg case, I think maybe we can commit him forward more often. Yeah, true. But what we can do, we can tell him to get further forward, which he might be able to do perfectly fine. We can do Wallen and Ulfberg, they are. Remember, it's a defensive tactic. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. But we can tell these two to leave formation a bit. There's not much space between them. So, there's only one striker, which is, so we tell these two to push up specifically towards Wallen and Ulfberg. So Wallen is the left-sided player. So he is gonna mark Wallen, and he is gonna mark Ulfberg, which should decrease the time they have on the ball, or at least it should reduce the space they have. And we'll see this in another defensive highlight probably. Maybe they push up a little bit more. Asarson, on the other hand, anyway, is on the heels of the striker. So maybe this uses them a bit better. Wow. It was an interesting, certainly agile shot by Arberg. That looks good. Will he shoot? Wow, not a bad shot by Dobrev. If he makes one of those count, I suddenly have to reflect on a few things I said earlier. Close. So those were set pieces, but yeah, it looks like we certainly create our chances. Let's have a look. So Asarson is totally out of position here. Don't know what's going on here. Arberg is towards Ulfberg at least. It's not one of his strong suits, man marking. Who's that? That's Robertson, that's our striker. So, yeah. But Robertson needs to play like this to a degree. Because he's on support duty. The real striking is done by the midfielders. Teams with 2 DMs and 5 at back. Yeah, not a bad idea. But I don't think they're able to do that. Shabanac is. But Farah certainly isn't. Well, I could do that anyway. But then I'd have to flip these to two wingers, which would be okay, I guess. I mean, they were capable to play winger. Maybe later on. It's certainly a way to go about it, yeah. So I think that's a reasonable idea. On the other hand, for now, let me put it that way, I don't want to introduce changes for the sake of making changes. And they're not used to these roles. They're not used to a different formation or something like that. So there's always, I don't know, it's a fine line, let's say. Come on, take the shot. That opened up space real nicely. And Asarson here, while taking the finish, he also got that finish from a man marking position. You might have noticed. He was still marking the striker to secure against the counter. And for now, we're totally dominating possession 2 here. Which wasn't the intent, but, well, looks like it works. Ah. And the keeper got that one. It was close. 9-1. Mostly low quality chances, to be fair. Where's Asarson here? Oh. Nothing happening anyway. Fine. There's the cross. Oh. And look at that midfield too. I certainly hope we are able to mark them out of the game, given that they're very exhausted. But maybe you're right. Looking at their physicals, so while I might not go with inverted wingers here, I might go with overlapping. So. Simple question. Do we want to get that point? That 1 point? Maybe, just maybe get that 1 goal to victory? Or do we want to go for glory? And in this case, given that they are... I mean, look at these. Look at these. Even away, we should go for it. We should try to hammer these basically to the back of their net. So we're gonna do just that. Swan can remain on the field. He can play as a playmaker. It's not his, well, it's not his weak suit either. But his off the ball movement is a bit bad. Berg will probably be fine here, but we should give him a personalized instruction to shoot more often, because yeah, we want him to shoot from distance at best. Anyone else? They all look decent. But I want him to push on. So what can we do about that? Well, in case of Oliver Swan, we can certainly criticize him. He got a new contract, he's the captain, he should do better. He looks fired up. The same goes for Dobrev, but I'm not sure if he's receptive to critique. In this case he is. Fine. And then there's Robertson. If he wants to earn another place in the squad, he'll have to do better. The rest of them we can just encourage him. Actually, I'm quite happy with the performance of Arberg, even though he didn't score. I just didn't expect him to perform to any degree for this season. It's okay as a reaction. And now we're suddenly playing 4-2-3-1. We should probably not forget opposition. No, none of them is man marking anyone anymore. That's a specific instruction. That's well, tactic specific. So nothing happening here. But we might want to think about that one more time. If there's anyone, well, we should man mark. Doesn't look like it so far. Dobrev for Swan. And as a playmaker, his primary job is to give it back to the central defenders, as it seems. Farah overlapping as instructed. Swan again. Back to Asasan, who is totally free. Will he take the shot? No, not yet. Well, that opened it up nicely. But the cross goes to... doesn't even meet the penalty area. Nice lob. Put it in. Ah! The keeper catches it. So, I should probably criticize players on stream more. I mean, Dobrev isn't doing that badly right now. That'll go to Arberg. Oh! You can't lose the ball like that. There's a lot of space out there. Nobody in defensive midfield. Wow. Well, that counts as a chance, even though not much happened here. Who got a yellow card? One of theirs. Their keeper is on fire. Their keeper really is on fire. I mean, most of these were low-grade chances, but he had to stretch for a lot of them. Put it in! Seriously! A ball bouncing around through the penalty box and nobody's able to put it in. Come on, Dobrev. Show us that you got more than 9 points in pace and acceleration. Another corner. Okay, so Robertson isn't doing well here. He hasn't been able to compete physically, I'd say. And the problem is the central defenders aren't exhausted, so pace-wise, they're fine. They're able to compete. We should probably go for our bench replacement there. Don't get a red card. Okay. Good. 30 minutes. Will Holstrom be able to play 30 minutes? Probably. Hagedal is also, well, Hagedal is just Hagedal. Always exhausted, no stamina. Maybe should stop smoking so much. So now we got some physical presence in the box. Maybe it helps. But yeah, our chances didn't go well. They didn't lessen, I think. But on the other hand, we gave away some chances too. So we took a risk. It's fine. Well, he tried to dribble through the outside and open the space, but didn't work out. Let's see what's going on here. He should have tackled there, possibly taken the yellow card, and that's a waste of a shot. We got lucky there. It was a bad decision by the striker. On the other hand, I mean, so we're in minute 70. We should try to do something about this. Who's tired? Farah is tired. Great. We don't have a replacement for Farah on the bench, so that's on me. Tillander and Skillermo are here. You think so? I mean, yeah, he's not doing great, right? So it is Tillander, definitely. Tillander also brings some great finishing to the table, or decent finishing. I mean, in his primary role, he's a striker. So that should do it. Swan's also tired. But we do not have another passing machine on the bench. So who do we go with? Let me look at this. So, did they switch up midfield? Yeah. Defensive midfield, they switched. Wingback right, so this is our left side. That would be Bergman. Names. So maybe it's Guillermo to focus on their on that side. Yeah, I agree. Well, Dobrev had to. Let's put it that way. I think it's not about the effort. I think the effort is fine. But I don't know. He's just unlucky in many of these situations. I mean, one or two shots of these shots going in, and it's probably fine. Okay, try to score the winning goal, you two. And Swan and Farah will just have to see this through. It's at home. We're demanding more. I don't care about the reaction. I want more. I really miss some sort of squad personality here. they're all mostly balanced, and well, you can certainly see that. Or maybe you can see the lack of work rate and teamwork, if you want to put it that way. That's a good pass. And Talander is still fresh. So what's he gonna do with it? No, pass it back. That's not what I expected. There's one there. Great pass. It's a shame he wasn't able to turn and muscle it through. That's probably offside. It wasn't. Okay. And it seems like they reacted positively to the demand more. Didn't expect that. Someone was out of position there. Oh no. Oh, that had to happen, right? It's one of these games. So what happened here? Shabanach and Asarson both out of position. Well, he tries to close him down. They don't manage that, and now there's space behind, well, in front of the defenders. Who do we have left? For sale. Auberg is through, so... And I forgot something. We need to go. We've got 10 minutes to go. No time to waste. This is how a bad run starts. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah. Come on, put it in. That keeper. Is he gonna play the killer ball? No. He tried. So our front four are all fresh. To a degree at least. Their back line is exhausted. So I don't want to swear, well, too much, but let's pump it in. And try to get a lucky shot. Great. And another shot. $19 to 5 shots on goal. Can't believe it. Big back for Swan, finds Forsell, back to Swan. Long ball, bad defending, and Skillermo goes for the shot. Again. Not good enough. Go for it! Oh man. He just had to run with the ball earlier. Crosses it in. Doesn't result in a chance. Well, it might. But not in the one we wanted. Four minutes of stoppage time. Fine. That was cleared well. I should probably introduce an additional tactic that's so they are trained in going for overload. Basically a copy of the 4-2-3-1 with more direct passing and pumping the ball into the box. I should probably add that to the training workload. So additional formation. Yeah. Does it count? Why is there no... No, it was offside. He's got the pace. And another offside. I don't believe it. That's it? You think? Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. So, first of all, look, overall, I mean, the performance wasn't that bad. They just didn't manage to get the ball into the net. Yeah. He does. You're right. We're lacking quality here. It's unsurprising. So maybe crossing from deep is a better idea. I'm going for support in his case. Maybe the same for Stolt. So this makes Jon Olsen doesn't want to come in on trial, and he's not willing to join us anyway. So yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the last game. Farah reports from. Is there crosses anywhere here? There's no crosses here. Why is there no crosses stat here? But overall, where's crosses? 4 of 29. What's that percentage wise? That's 13.7% of crosses completed overall. Huh. I mean, 13% isn't great. Yeah. I just want to see for comparison the others. I don't think they're doing much better though. Oh, they're doing much better. At least Shabanach. I won't say anything there. Yes, I'm still going to form. 6 out of 9. Yeah, okay. So he's not crossing that much. That might be due to the fixtures, but his crossing's better too. And what's with Stolt? He's as bad. Okay. So what we can determine here is, in an attacking sense, this doesn't work. That's not a good idea. Should probably get him a bit back. And maybe we can tell him to cross less often. Because the crosses are bad, but if they cross, I still want them to go for target man. For the time being, that's all we can do to compensate. The transfer window is closed too. I don't know, when will it open? There it is, rules. Transfer window. 12th of January to 4th of April and 15th of July. So that's 2 months to go. Without another option on left back. So we have to compensate in some way. Okay. We got that. What's up next? Dobrev. So there's two major points of concern right now. We need someone else as a replacement for Telander, because Telander can't play all season there. Even though I'm happy that he's made it as an inverted winger so far. Actually, it's his strongest position right now. Well, he just can't play all season. So we need someone there. Middle of the season, transfer window closed, and we're trying to scout for players. Great. It's always how it goes, right? You go away. We need that. And we need an inverted winger. So, is there anyone capable to play there? Well, I mean, yes, but no. What about this guy? The right-footed. Is there anyone with a good ability right now? It's this. So he's right-footed. I don't want to play with a winger. Winger. He's left-footed. He's also 27. And nobody would want him. Not too pacey either. That vision and work rate. Is a target forward? Nah. $30-year-old American? Don't think so. He's slow and weak. Okay, let's go for an age basis. So we don't know any of these. But he's declared an inverted winger. That one side, that is. Let's offer him a trial. Maybe he'll do. And well, it is still a point of concern though. He's a normal winger. What's in U19? It's AML. Left-footed, that's generally speaking alright. Was it this guy? No. That's the one. So he's either footed, professional. Well, he's certainly not the improvement we need right now. I'd love to have a youth that is actually useful. Yeah, so left back, we need another left back. What's this? No, man. No. Potential end of contract signing. I'm not convinced. That's a striker. That's a striker that likes to beat the offside trap, and he's attribute-wise, it's a target forward. So target forward would be fine, but this trait is weird on him. I don't think that's a good combination. Also, wage-wise, don't want to pay that if I don't have to. Well, not yet. He's left-footed. He's an inverted winger. Let's compare this to Dobrov. I mean, he's faster. But he's 26 years. Oh, well, okay. He might be able to play in that position for 3 or 4 years. So it's probably fine. His crossing's bad compared to Dobrov. It's actually quite surprising. Dobrov's technical skills. They aren't that bad. Look at these. Vision 5, work rate 6. Do we really want someone with a work rate of 6 in the team? He's a winger, he has to work hard. Or an inverted winger or whatever. Another striker. No. Don't want to sign that guy either. Cool. "29-year-old inverted winger, left wing." This is the wrong wing. But you are capable potentially to play as a winger here. What do you want? Payment? Bah. If he's not still on the 70 to 95, I might be willing to go with that one. Even if he doesn't, well... The others are all very right or left-footed, if I remember correctly. Where's Guillermo? There. Well, he's only right-footed. And, well, his traits are not opposed to playing on the right wing. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Let's put it that way. What do you cost? I'm not gonna pay him 85. I mean, even if I get him down to 70, I'm not gonna pay that much. Just because it's out of line for the rest of the squad. Not even for 7 months. Whatever. Mm-hmm. That guy certainly looks interesting for 17 years old. It's not what we're looking for right now. I mean, his passing is good. Tackling wise, yeah, it's okay. But he's on 120 a week. Won't be able to afford that anytime soon. No, we're getting somewhere. I don't want to pay the youth guy this amount of money. Yeah, but at least he's got great personality. He's on a non-contract? Why is this guy on a non-contract? I mean, we don't need him. But with a resolute personality, and even if he doesn't have much ability, we might still be able to cash in on him at some point. He wants to be star player? For what? Just for the acceleration and the pace. Is that all? Okay. We're gonna sign that guy. At least we're gonna try. He thinks this is reasonable. I think this is reasonable too. How long will that one go? We don't know. He will probably accept that. Yeah, quite a distance. Leave me alone. Okay. No, okay. It was too hard. But anyway, we're gonna shortlist that guy. No, I'm gonna try again to sign him in a month maybe. Resolute personality for the U19, so generally that's good. I want that one. They are rare around here. Do we go with a winger? With that crossing, not really, no. Left backs. Left backs. Well, that's not much. "28 years old. Better crossing. Much higher wage demand. So who wants this guy? A few clubs. So wrong. Strolled. Okay. So he's definitely better than Stolt. There's Ferran. And I mean, he's a bit better than Farah, especially crossing wise. Not sure if he's capable of beating his men more often. It doesn't look like it. Well, he certainly isn't. This one's available for free, not really. I mean, it's got a nice trade, but it's about it. Long throws, but nothing else. Knocks ball past opponent. That crossing. I'm sorry, Split Biff, but I'm not sure if there's anyone available that's actually better. At least not to our knowledge. I mean, we could get some of these guys in for a trial or something. But this guy at the age of 30, probably he isn't fast. I mean, he can come in, and maybe he's got great personality, but I don't think so. Okay, reaction to the match. I am gutted. How far can this team go? Well, all the way to 0 potentially. Niels Eriksson. Well, yes. No, not really. David Björnsson. Why should he have outgrown? No. Ah, that's the one out on loan. Okay. Sure. Fairly sporting, no potential. Balanced. Well, he's 30 years old, honestly. Let's get this guy to the U19 immediately. And same goes for this one. Can rot there and look at you in a week. Okay. So what went wrong in the last game? The thing with the crossing is, it's not only the delivery. Well, sure. Most of them got blocked by the defender. That's true. But part of those bad delivery stats is also if there's nobody around to pick him up or head him in. And Robertson, for sure, in this league, he's not capable of doing that. So the earlier conversation we had, split on me about a striker, maybe that's part of the conversation. Because we only have one striker that's capable of playing here. That's him. He's doing fine. Actually, he's doing more than fine. And we want him to be the target of those crosses. If we cross a lot for a target man that's not able to do something with it, and that's on us. So that's part of the situation, I guess. Then Blanastrand is not debatable for the time being. All these guys are very exhausted. Yeah, these two contract extensions, we'll have to wait and see if that turns out to be a good or a bad idea. So, next game is an away game. What are they going to... Yeah, so we will mirror that, probably. Dobrev won't play. At least that's what I hope for. And these two get along just fine. We should probably pay him. It's actually weird to some degree that his crossing is that bad. Did we match him with Robertson every single time? Is this what's happening? I mean, look at him. It's not like his stats are that bad. Granted, maybe he's not been able to beat his man, even though he tried. But is that really on the anticipation, concentration, and decisions, or on the lack of pace? Can't be the bad crossing on its own. I don't know. If I compare him with Stolt, for example, and with the other players on the market, well, attribute-wise, he's definitely better than Stolt. Actually, in most of his attributes. So true, Stolt has been doing even worse. But yeah. In terms of the owner of the club, I think so. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure about it. But so how does this work in Football Manager? You learn about it if your owners are poor or status is semi-pro. Yeah. So Ytterhogdal has like 500 inhabitants. This club is minuscule. The stadium doesn't belong to us. We pay rent for it, 2.5K a year. And the owners are opposed, or the owner is opposed to every investment we want to take because there's not enough money. So, I mean, that's part of the challenge probably. To be fair, I started to save unemployed, so yeah, true. But that's just me, to be honest. It's like that's the type of gamer I am. I don't know. I just enjoyed it. I enjoy a challenge, and if there's something about a challenge that is I don't know. I wouldn't want it to be easy. Let's put it that way. I'd rather complain for 4 seasons and just face the situation than actually get to the top. So in a way that's on me. No. It's just who I am, let's say. Yeah. On a slightly positive note, Isaac Al Holstrom extended his contract, which I'm very happy about. We now pay him 40. That's the most we pay anyone. Yes, I want to sign that guy. No, I don't want to pay him money. Neither this one. Yeah, that's an idea. Or the other way around. It might also be possible. This stuff here. Look at the decline. It's not declining as much. So our let's say our do we call this scrutiny? It certainly pays off to a certain degree. Because a sponsorship income will be the same or it will increase the second season we're in this league, and it doesn't look like we're going down. So even though we're still losing money, we got a profit here for now, but I expect we'll lose money until the end of the season. We might end up making money in the long term, because this doesn't happen. Yeah. Or it's above zero. So the moment we have some money going for us, that might improve a little bit, right? This is also, by the way, where I'm willing to increase wages, like by a tiny amount, like €5 a week or something. Yeah, we can afford that. If it takes the players to the next level, that's fine. And also, just to keep it in mind, increases in wages also mean that we can expect higher fees. If the players are worth it, obviously there has to be somebody in the market for them. But if somebody is like on a contract for €6 a week, and another club comes around, they're not willing to pay like 5K for him. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. But the circumstances are one of the reasons I'm so focused on finance here. On the other hand, the club is willing to do the coaching courses for the staff, who are on a, well, basically non-pay basis too. So yeah, in some ways they are helping, at least a little bit. Your additional training is not producing any results. Dear Mr. Wickberg, I have a theory why your additional training is not resulting in any result. It might have to do with your training performances. Let's go for heading. Whatever. I mean, his jumping reach and strength are mediocre for this league level too. So if it doesn't improve all of a sudden. I wouldn't say he's been a disappointment, but no. There's certainly some improvement to be had. Okay. Back to basics. So Asarson has been doing fine. Let's look at the last game. He actually managed. We did lose that game, right? He actually managed to get a 7.6 rating in the last game. Great tackling. 6 interceptions isn't great. Heading is fine for him. Passing is okay. So we lost that game and still we have to praise him for it. So he certainly earned his place in the squad. Goalkeeper, same. The others I gotta have a look at. Holmstrom has been our dependency for the season. I'm gonna want him here just because I can. He's been on a 6.5 for the last game. Yeah, he had 4 headers, but none of them went in. He won them all though. Let's just tell him that he's not created enough chances. He will probably moan about not having enough time. But no, he agrees. Fine. We can't warn him again about conceding. He's on a 6.7. Well, he conceded, but his passing was great. So let's praise him for that. Or not, because there's not an option for it. Okay. Who's in good form? Ngoma, surprisingly. Ekman. Well, I don't think so. When was the last time you played? 3 games ago. Training performance. Not great. Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe. By whom? By Ekberg? Yeah. He's got great passing, that's true. Ekman, sorry. Yeah, he's got really good passing. Ideally, I would want him to be the deep line playmaker of the squad in the 4-2-3-1. You say that. Looking at the history, this was a league below. He didn't improve since he played there. He made it to 1 assist in 18 games. And that's not because that's not due to the fact that he's unable to play the pass. He's unable to spot the pass because he's got a vision of 7. Yes, that might improve. Yeah, true. I totally agree. But besides the passing, he doesn't bring much to the table. There's one additional thing one could do. Given that he has good passing, We could obviously try to go for some sort of control tactic. So just center the entire tactic around him. Like well, in the form of a playmaker type in attacking midfield. But I mean, his flair is fine, decisions is fine, composure is fine, anticipation is fine. It's all good. Even finishing in long shots is fine. So he's got the technical capability also to be a shadow striker, for example, or simply an attacking midfielder. That's okay. Actually, that's not a bad idea. But yeah, his vision of the ball aren't great. I'm not sure if making a playmaker out of him is a good idea. And look at those physicals. You would? Okay. Well, then, I'm not opposed to it. But these physicals, he doesn't make it to 90 minutes either. That's another problem. With a stamina of 4, yeah, sure, it can only go up. It won't decrease anymore, that's for sure. And he might well lose 1 or 2 points of his passing, doesn't matter. Still got great passing and great technique. He might... So Oliver Swan's out of form anyway. He's our captain. But, well, what can you do about it? Yeah, I will. He's on the other hand, he's improving. I mean, small scale, but he's improving. You don't want to bench your captain after a series of bad games. Is there anyone who's playing really badly? Well, Alyssa out on loan, great. You mean Eggman? So that means we will go for 4-2-3-1, right? Yeah, we can do that. As a RPM, yeah, I had thought about that. But look at these physicals. And well, the mental side too. Or are we talking Swan? Because Swan can do that. Probably. Okay. In his case, I think that's actually more reasonable. When those 2 or 3 points of passing, we might get some brilliance out of it from Eggman at some point, but not consistently throughout the season. This guy, I mean, the entire thing about him is that he's probably able to consistently perform to that degree, even if it's on an average rating of 6.9 or something. Yeah, it's difficult. Can Eggman play? I mean, you could play him as an RPM right next to the Metzala. Thing is, in a defensive formation, a playmaker, not really a fan of that. Usually, well, a deep lying playmaker could make sense. Not sure if I want to place a playmaker here. On the other hand, that means we would counter through the middle. So let me just pull something out of my backside for a second. If we put it like this, him as an RPM, everybody else would be encouraged to pass towards Eggman, who hopefully isn't man-marked into oblivion. Metzala would, the Metzala in... Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That could be worthwhile. With a playmaker, sure. On the other hand, so in this situation, Swan would be the go-to, well, Ekman would basically play a long ball for Holmstrom. There's two possibilities here. The rest of the players simply cross or play the long ball for Holmstrom, which lays it off. And more often than not, he's able to keep it in the own row. So that's fine. Or they go for Eggman. And as a deep lying playmaker, Eggman, I'm not sure. You're probably right. It wastes a part of his talent. The Segundo Volante role also dribbles a bit more. Let's have a look at that. It's similar to a roaming playmaker, but not with the high degree of flexibility, I think. And it's more suited for a deeper role. Roaming playmaker, I think, isn't engaged defensively as much as Segundo Volante, at least in Football Manager. So maybe... Oh, no, it's not that one. Is it Segundo Volante? Sure, on support duty, yeah. But he doesn't have the defensive capabilities to do that. On the other hand, he doesn't have them for a deep lying playmaker role either. And as an RPM, I don't know. I think that's too much for him, mentally. But we may certainly try, sure. What do we have to lose, right? So let's put him as an RPM. Also train that role. Isn't the register for a possession-oriented system? I know I'm skipping through roles here right now. This! His off-the-ball movement, teamwork and vision aren't great, but the rest of it is exactly what he's good at, right? That should work. And register is for, or register, I'm not sure how to pronounce that in English. But that's for a possession-oriented system, correct? So he can play his long balls. Is more, I mean, he requires a lot of players that go into deep, that drive into the spaces, which we have. We have those. So that's better. And might actually improve our performance as a squad too. So his learning dictates tempo anyway. That's fine. That passing training, whatever. I'm actually inclined to give him a physical training, just because it's so bad. And that vision, it won't improve due to the passing training anymore. I don't think so. I'll keep it, whatever. Okay, so not roaming playmaker, we're going for register. And actually, we're doing that to everyone. Okay. So a register needs options. This is not an option anymore. but we can go inverted winger attack here. In the defensive formation, it's similar. He's training that way anyway. Who's out there? Bergman, probably. Who has a really bad anticipation and stuff. But he might do. Or it's Guillermo. Who isn't much better. But it's just what we have. We'll have to do. Let's have a look at some other stuff. So he will not be able to play in defensive midfield anytime soon. Yeah. True. True. We had one with 14-14 who we didn't sign. I refrained from that because the rest of his stats was like 3 to 5. It's. I mean, at the end of the day, we're looking for I don't know, a unicorn, something that probably doesn't exist at this level of league, or is much too expensive for the club. It's not like we find a winger all of a sudden that is on par of the level of Holmström here. We got lucky with that guy. Actually, we got real lucky with that guy. Oh, I've got an idea. We sold him. He's on 120 a week. He's a bit more pacey. He was a winger. Well, he can play as an inverted winger. His match sharpness is horrible, which is because... Does he play? Because he had 2 games this season so far. Well, okay. But anticipation isn't that great, right? Yeah, too slow. That said, he scored well. And his overall physicals are great. I mean, I used him as a striker, and, well, he was injured half of the season, you know the story. But off the ball movement is good. So... I just want to compare this guy to what we have for the left wing. So he's not faster. But if we could, hypothetically, loan him back after selling him, if he even wants that. He's certainly better than Guillermo for the left wing. Not a natural though. Granted. And he is better than Hugo Bergman. A lot, actually. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Would we start him regularly? Definitely. I want to be able to terminate that loan. There are no cup matches, but who cares? Want him to be able to play against your own team. Future fees cannot be set if the player has less than a year left, blah blah, okay. We currently have no players on loan that violate this requirement, all good. I'd actually be willing to pay some wage for him. But it's not required. Valentin Blaka. Okay. You might want to screenshot or clip that. This is the story of my life. I have absolutely no interest in entering into contract negotiations with your club under any circumstances. Oh, great. Okay, this has been very enlightening. Thank you very much for the feedback. Also, seriously, for the suggestion. There's a fun complementary story to that, which, well, it's a personal story for me. I had a talk with a potential employer lately, which I, for the first meeting, he simply forgot that guy I was going to was remote. He simply forgot me. So I had to wait and drop him a mail and so on. And I really had to do a lot just to get into a talk with this guy. And then I went there, and after 30 minutes, he simply declared me as incapable of doing my job. Being told by a player here is that he doesn't want to have to do anything with our club under any circumstance. It kind of rings a bell, you know. I'm not gonna insult that guy that I met lately, but I certainly disagree with him. I think, it's related to software development. By trade, I'm a software developer, and I'm looking for a role as a product owner or something similar. Well, I think I can do that job, given that I've done that job for the last 5 years. So, yeah. I have a different opinion, let's put it that way, about that circumstance. But on the other hand, it's his company, his team, so he can certainly have his own. This guy exists, yes. It's a striker, though. He's pacey. Amateur. Do you know that message from somewhere? I think there's a pattern. Yeah, we might want to go back to asking the elks around the village. They're probably more likely. Yeah, might need a promotion. Great. We're not even capable of throwing money at him. That we don't have. So nope, not gonna happen. Okay. Let's get rid of all of this. So, is there a reason to change keeper? No. Oh man, those familiarity levels just dropped a lot. Okay. Let's go to training. We haven't been here enough anyway. Tillander, Blennestrand are in the squad. Cool outfit. That's third. The division is called Swedish First Division North. It's the third tier. Superton is highest. Sorry, I don't get that. Superton is a league, right? Is it? yeah, third tier. We might also go for lone players, but I mean this is a really weird specific circumstance here too. Normally you'd go around and poach for lone players that are for free, that have high skill, and you know, so on and so forth. Problem is, these players do not necessarily want to come here in the first place, and also scouting is damn expensive relative to the other expenses of this club. I'm not sure I can show you finance expenditure. Where's scouting? There. I mean, that's fine. We can probably go to 20k here. It's okay. But I would need to, well, I would go to first division elite. I can't scout anywhere else. That's unlikely, well, to produce anything. We can also just take the job and league up. Let's just leave it all behind and go for another league. Another club without those problems. The horror. We'll have so many scouting reports for potential loan signings. Okay. Tillander definitely has to play, considering his training performances. Robertson forfeited his place in the squad. I'm going to loan him out. We can extend his contract for another year. He doesn't earn much. Is there a possibility for a loan to go through prior to... Yeah, sure. Okay. Maybe someone's willing to pay a fee for him. Let's be greedy for a second. Because in our formation he doesn't cut it. As a shadow striker we don't need him. There's enough people that play shadow striker here. I might regret that. He can be recalled anyway. Sure, he can play against us. Yeah, get some money. Exactly. That was my thought. And he has to play. He simply has to play. I don't care where, I don't care in what role, he has to play. And he won't play as a permanent member in our squad as long as the strikers fit. The same goes for Shadow Striker. Just to illustrate that. He isn't incapable of playing Shadow Striker in our formation. It's just that Oliver Swan is better at it. So he won't earn that spot either. And Oliver Swan isn't even a natural in that position. But just look at those technicals. It's all that's needed. I would, if I had the option, I would, without a doubt, sign an additional Oliver Swan immediately. If there was one. Just due to the flexibility and the fact that he isn't weak in anything. Or, well, off the ball movement could be improved, but for this level of league, and, well, it's fine. Vigberg. What's going on with you? 5.6. Form. 6.3 rating. no tackling, 3 interceptions, heading is not good enough. Okay, he accepts that. Now let's praise his conduct because, I don't know, that's our way to improve morale. Yeah, let's do that. Will he play? Probably. Because Ytterhogdals and Fleckard are both exhausted. This will all get much better later in the season, but for now we have to rotate all the time. Man, that training performance. Yeah, great conduct. What's going on here? 6.9, great passing. Can we tell him that his passing has been great? Yes. Something. Okay. So, Da Silva or Shabanach? Obviously Da Silva. Wing back on the left side. Looks like Stolt is up for his game. He hasn't played in a long time, has he? Yeah, 3 games without an occurrence. Well, he's back in the squad. Sorry. We've got Lind too. He's a potential shadow striker. Right-footed though. Yeah, okay. So, well, that was certainly a signing for the future. On the other hand, he scored recently, so, well, something. Skilamo is very flexible though, so let's get him off the bench here. Okay. What do we need in the back? Shabanach, simply because he can play different positions. Heavy or not. Auberg hadn't been doing that badly, but yeah, that training performance though. I might need to adapt training too. What do they want here? Ah, it's just a press conference. Maybe? I don't know that guy. But sure, come in for trial, why not? Wigberg is complaining about his training or what? Didn't see that. Is he? Ah, we already changed it. Okay. Ytterhogdals isn't capable. Actually, there's really just a jumping reach. That makes Ytterhogdals a good central defender. It's quite impressive, actually. He just dominates games due to his jumping reach. It's not like he's capable to do anything else. Fantastic. Okay. Feels like we're missing a midfielder. I mean, he's got good passing too, and okay. So maybe Svensson will have place in the squad too. And defensively, probably Farah this time. I know you don't like him, but yeah. We'll need to make do. Or Ricky Forsell. Forsell can play DM too. Is Forsell left-footed? No, he's right-footed. Whatever. Flaggard. 6.35. 6.65. Looks like Ytterhogdals back on the bench. Okay. Let's just hope we don't get injuries. I think the training performances are also related to the fact that we're only doing match preparation. I should probably include one session of overall training to get at least something out of them. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh. That's the division above us. No, he only has to want to come back. Maybe they pressure him to get here, but don't believe it. I think we'll keep him around. That's what's been going well. I mean, the board wants us to control possession anyway. I'm not sure if attacking is still the right mentality for this. We might go back to positive at some point during the season. And to a slower passing, more control. Which I'm, under normal circumstances, not a fan of, but might be needed. Due to bad mentals and stuff, so that we create a bit less, but higher quality of chances maybe. Okay. Water first. Cool. That looks hard. I mean, close him down, I guess. Left footed on the left wing. He's got good dribbling. This one not so much. He's long and he's weak. So let's try to tackle him off the pitch. Also right-footed only. In the case of this guy, just close him down. What about these two? Good off the ball movement. Good passing. And for some reason he runs with the ball down the right. Okay. This one's the one to go forward. I'm not sure. Let's just leave that be for the time being. Okay. Yet another one nervous. Fine. They feel the team instruction shorter passing is a good match for the standard of passing. I guess that means that the passing isn't that great. Goma stalled on Ytterhogdals. Yeah, those are all bad passers, right? As is he. Okay. They're motivated. Ha! That's inspiring. Well, great. Oh. We should probably change that. I'll go for the underlap here. Because we're playing... Wait a second. Yeah, sure. Okay. Not sure if it's a good idea in this kind of situation, but Stolt is on a yellow already. 4 minutes into the game. So ease of tackles, please. Also, there's no replacement on the bench, if I recall correctly. That'll go well. Ekman gets it to Berg. No. He loses the ball immediately. And we faced the first shot, which wasn't that dangerous, luckily for us. Ah, counted it now. So Ekman is actually capable of bringing that ball to the next station, that's true. Swan here. Ah, lobs it into nothing. Ah, that was close. Well, welcome to the stream, and I won't know. It's for everyone. This is a raid! Oh no! That's a kind of a weird raid. Ah! Got it. So is it a 2-man raid? And thanks for the follow, by the way. Well, now I'm confused. Why am I being raided? Is it something I did? But yeah, thanks for the follow anyway. Happy to see that, always. I hope I can entertain you guys a bit. Yeah. You talk too much, man. You talk too much. Now they're prone to come here now and mock me for being a Football Manager streamer all the time. And they tell me to go play Counter-Strike or something. Yeah, wonderful. Just what I needed. No, really. You're welcome around here. I'm happy to have you. Ah, that was a great ball. Go in. Oh no. How can you screw that up? Well, this match certainly turned out to be colorful so far. Wow, wonderful pass. Yeah, that should be offside. Yeah. Later. Talander for Swan. Can you bring it in? No, but Talander. Talander scores. Wonderful. So, we got one here. This might finally be the match to turn things around. We were really lucky there. Yeah, true. He had, at least he had some part in it. That's right. Oh no. Well, that's something. Rating wise, Ekman doesn't look too good. Well, 6.9 is fine. But maybe that's just what we needed. A role with actually not more responsibility for him, but less. Maybe I tried to let him do too much. And as a register, well, there's stuff like that too, which he's capable of. So, yeah, why not? Well, colorful is a friendly way to describe this match, I think. 6 yellow cards, 35 minutes to go into the game. Can he bring it in? Second try maybe. Well, it was a chance. Here, the yellow card for Filipovic too. It was a flick on, but it was offside. For now, they are doing much better. Oh, Asarson with a wonderful long ball for Bergman, who brings it in. Ah, perfect underlap. And he doesn't manage to score. Oh, side netting. Five yellow cards in the opposing team, 3 at our side. Great, great. So overall, we're dominating this game. Doesn't mean much, but it's going well. And with Ekman's performance, you're right. We can be can be happy with it so far. So don't get complacent out there. Oh man, not as stressed, sir. You have been bad either way. That works. Well, great. That didn't though. Who scored the goal? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure if it's too early to praise him. Under these circumstances, I feel inclined to do so. Might introduce a bit of complacency, not sure. Seems anxious. Well, we'll try to ease the pressure, considering that that's the reason. Yeah, that's better. Can you close him down? Perfect. Not even a corner. That was really hard to do on a yellow card. Oh no. Oh no. It happened. Alright. That had to happen at some point. We should probably get Moreira da Silva off the pitch in another 5 or 10 minutes. He lost that duel. Yeah. Well, in passing the ball around, they're great now, but let's hope they create some more. That's a interesting long ball. Well, Talanda won that one, but as fast as they win them, they usually lose them. Ekman won that duel. Back to Swan, recycles possession, and that's looked like Bergman should be the first one to reach it. Can he cross it in? He can, but he doesn't find Al Holstrom. Moreira da Silva, maybe with the cross? Well, that got deflected, but we got a corner. And Wickback had another chance. Luckily for us, that's an offside. We're lucky there. Alright. He won that tackle. Ah, that might be the second yellow card. It is. It is. So we considered going attacking anyway. Now we want that they're one man down. We should probably look at keeping that advantage. Got another 30 minutes, 35 minutes to go. How are they playing now? We have to resolve this. Okay, so it basically reduced threat in countering. So over the right side we're overlapping anyway. That should create a lot of space. Shabanach on the bench, he is. Let's get this guy in, yeah, that's great. Ytterhogdals can come on for Vikberg, who's on a yellow anyway. Considering, well, in a matter of stall we can't do much. And with the others, Bergman may go off at some point, or Swan, but not yet. yeah, go out and make it happen. Okay. Interesting formation. Yeah. And another shot. So we should probably try to play this a bit wider too. Even if it's just a tiny bit. That had to go in. I mean, it's offside anyway, but yeah, we get some free kicks now. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. One of those had to go in at some point. Great Swan. Great tackle. I don't know what they're doing. Do you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yellow cards. 10! Is the keeper is the only one that's not on a yellow card? Well, okay, no, they're just other players. They made substitutions. But, wow. Okay. So, we need additional personnel for build-up. Svensson's probably better than Esserson in that regard. That's fine. Holstrom doesn't have a good day so far. Neither does Bergman. But they're both motivated, focused, yeah, that's fine. They're all nervous here. Should probably try to reduce the pressure on them. So, I'm not sure if I want to make a substitution just yet for these. He's inspired, great. Yeah, wonderful. Get him another yellow. There's not enough yellow cards in this game. Okay, he's nervous. So we tell him no pressure. He's nervous. So we tell him no pressure. And he is just nervous because he's multi-Eggman. Swan. We encourage him. Talander. We praise him. Oh, Holstrom. You're a good player in the squad. We demand more. And Stolz is actually doing fine. His crosses may not be perfect, but so far, rating-wise, he's doing fine. Yet another low-grade chance. We might go for work ball into the box now. But no. Let's keep it the way it is. That certainly opens it up nicely. But it was an offside. Hagedal for Ekman. Svensson with the pass. That could certainly have gone better. Shabanac all through the middle of the pitch for Stolt, who passes it for Bergman. Into the middle, there it is! Oliver Swan with the second goal of the season. In such a match, it's well, it's quite fitting, quite a fitting story that the captain scores the goal. This goal. Now we just have to see it through. That would be a great relief after losing the last few games. Come on. Concentrate. Yeah, that's all well, I'm willing to praise him too. And Bergman probably. Great. Go for the shot. Ah, slightly over. So, what will Engdahl do? Long ball. Ekman wins the duel for Bergman. Puts it out for Stolt. There's the cross for Oliver Swan, and that'll be corner. They've certainly come under a lot of pressure for the entirety of this game. The result is definitely deserved. So far. They got another yellow card. That makes it 12 if I'm not mistaken. And a penalty. Who was it? Come on, give him a yellow card too. He wants one. Bergman with the penalty. Well. We could have seen that from coming from a mile away. I should certainly have a look at our penalty setup. That's not... Yeah, well, it was a double yellow, so 12 yellow. In that sense. Isn't it? But I'm not sure. There are fines by the league usually for this kind of behavior. Put it in. There it is. Okay, 3-1. That should put the game beyond doubt. Finally, I'm relieved. Now that the game is well over. We should probably give Kulafic a bit of match experience, and the same goes for Selon Skillermo. Skillermo is the one needing the match fitness, so let's get him in. That penalty, though, I have to take a look. Why he tried to shoot the penalty? Doesn't make much sense. I mean, we don't have specifically good penalty shooters, I think. But yeah, we had our main striker on the pitch. He should do that probably, or I don't know, anyone with good finishing at least. Great tackling. And that's easy to get to. Alright. 4 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Can we create anything else? Come on, close him down, don't be lazy. Okay. Passes back to Nagoma, which takes the long ball to Telander. Certainly good view. And he's running to the flank. Crosses it in. Well, that was a waste. One more lob into the penalty area. Comes back out for Ekman. Or lobs it back in for Telander. And that's offside. Gulafic puts it back to Nagoma, which finds Shabanach. Is that another penalty? No. That was close. A real good tackle by the opponent's defender. But if this is the amount of yellow cards they get all through season, they will end up without players at some point. Stalled with the long ball for Skillermo. Ekman. Well, that pass was certainly creative. Let's put it that way. But yeah, 1-2-3, away game. In hindsight, we can probably say we got that one gifted, but it still felt like a lot of work. If we look at the amount of small chances here. Well. Cool, so who's to be singled out? Telander, probably. As well as Swan. I'm gonna tell him why he was substituted. I really expected more. Same goes for him, although now he's demotivated because I told him I substituted him for the yellow card. Okay. Princess. Seriously. We won the game. We're back 4th in the table. Still in the competition for a playoff place. Playoff spot. Okay. Telander made 2 out of 3. His penalty taking is 5, so he shouldn't be the one. Let's have a look at that immediately. Set pieces, penalties. That's weird. Okay. Well. Holmström has acceptable finishing. His composure has improved recently. Penalty taking has improved a little bit. Probably because he scored one lately. So that's fine. We'll take him as a primary penalty taker. Then there's Skillermo. I mean, it's not bad. There's Robertson, who won't be around the squad anyway. Bergman's penalty taking isn't bad, but his finishing is and his composure is. So I actually think he should take penalties before Bergman. So like this. Skilamo obviously is better. Who did I forget? The missus just warned me she's coming home. That might mean no more Football Manager today. Yeah. Homestream, Skalama, Kulafitch. We might put Robertson in just in case. So something like this. And Theo Lind, well, he's obviously in front here. I mean, his penalty taking isn't great, but that finishing and, well. I really want that guy to get better as a shadow striker. Very heavy, great. Okay. We're gonna go for overall here. We need some development, and there hasn't been much training towards development lately. Dress press conference. Right now? Yeah, okay. I'll try to think of it after we're done here. Yeah, I'm delighted with that result. By a poor referee performance? Well, why? What's the problem with the referee's performance? Yeah, sure. We had a lot more possession. So, yeah, they like that. As I said, maybe we go for a positive mentality and a slower pace there. I mean, it's required of us after all. On the other hand, I don't want to play a specific style just for the supporters. But yeah, it may be needed. Fine. Who are you? I don't know. Okay. Give Swan a 2-day rest. Definitely. 2 days might imply... Well, he won't play anyway. Same for Telando, right? Training rest, 2 days. That's true. Also, Asarson can probably use a 1-day rest. Same as these. There's a lot of them actually. You can do with a rest. So yeah, we'll go with that and rest them all. And the rest of them, they can actually go to training and try to improve. We might even skip the delivery training here. It's not like it's contributing much so far. Let's go with overall for both. We don't need match sharpness. We just need them to spend the experience they gained, and they should have gained a lot. So mechanically, the way I understand it is that match experience, depending on performance, is granted. I don't know, points, ability points, I guess, that are distributed according to training schedule. In this case, 2 times overall should just throw it into whatever, because there's no focus in overall training. But that's what we're looking for right now. We just want him to get better in anything. So 2 sessions obviously won't cut it, but yeah. It's a bit of a trade-off here because in a way we're challenging for a playoff spot. In another way, we actually don't care. We want to increase player value. So that's a scouting report of a random club. That's the important one. 4-4-2. Through the middle it is. So maybe we can look for the underlap on both sides and break through the center. Two strikers, well, yeah, have a good one too. Thanks for keeping me company so much, and I'm really grateful for your feedback. I'll end the stream pretty soon anyway. As I said, the missus is coming home, so yeah, time to get some food and go to bed. I'll probably stream tomorrow later in the day. Yeah, she's been on a business stuff. It's work for her, actually. Yeah. So split biff. Thanks for the great back and the great feedback and all the tips. Sleep well, and I hope to see you soon. Maybe tomorrow. Probably midday to evening time. Yeah. Okay. So let's get a few minor tweaks done before we finish this up for today. Nobody wanted Robinson. Well, they all wanted him for loan, but nobody wanted to pay for him. So let's try to reduce the fee. He is open to speaking to other clubs. That's great. We just want him to play. And sure, he can play against your own team. And honestly, I don't care about the playing time either. I want that money. Maybe someone's interested. Dobrev. Oberg is wanted for loan. Why can't anyone be interested for women and Castoris? These two I want gone. We could try to mutually terminate with them, but I don't want that either. I mean, 2 games later, we got a lot of injuries going on, and well, don't want to see that. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Fine. So I just got the message. I think I'm done for today. I'll save this game, and tomorrow morning I won't stream at regular hour. So no stream at 9 a.m. But depending on how long my schedule takes me to other things, I might come back and put in a short stream before dinner, and I will probably stream the entirety of the afternoon. Everybody watching this, I wish you all a good night, and special thanks to everybody who kept me company in chat too. I'm grateful for that. It's good, feels good, and I had a lot of fun. So good night to you all, and hope to see you all soon. Bye.